Hermitcraft Infinity. Welcome back to Hermitcraft Infinity. That's right, we're back, and this one is not just a quick intro to some Thaumcraft research. This one is actually doing something. So, just to let folks know right away that we're concerned about that, I'm going to try to do the Thaumcraft research videos at least once a day, and then put other things in there as well. And I'm thinking I might put an extra Infinity in there, actually on the server doing stuff in there as well, extra when I can. Like, for example, today. And there's a little bit of catching up to do. For one thing, I have made a ender pouch, and there is a matching ender chest that I've stuck in here. And that's good. That way, I'm keeping all of my main valuable stuffs in here, so that if I should get killed, they will be in there. And I've made a few other tools too. I've got a alamite hammer with silk touch on it, and 2 modifiers of redstone, so that speeds it up pretty good. And alright, and then I made I call it charcoal maker. It is a lumber axe, an alamite thing that has auto smelt on it, so that's my source of charcoal these days. Just get one of those big 2x2 or bigger trees and cut it down with that thing, and presto, instant charcoal. Now I've got another one that I made a little while ago. This one, called logger, is for just getting wood and so on. Now I need to put this stuff away, because what I'm wanting to do now is to get out and actually get set up with another place. And I think what I want to do there is to put together the place where I'm going to be building the Thaumatorium. That is the main building dedicated to all things Thaumcraft, because this place is kind of cramped and really is not going to work too well for that. Oh, that's right, there was another thing I made. I don't know if I mentioned this one before, but I do have an alamite pickaxe with reinforced 2, a diamond for 500 durability. I got an emerald on it for plus 50% durability, and of course you do those in that order, you get definitely good durability. And a haste modifier with redstone, and part of 1 lapis modifier. I ran out before I could do too much more than that. And then of course my sword, manual blade, manual handle, with the paper wide guard for the extra modifier, with quartz, lapis, and a diamond on there for additional durability. I get a hold of another emerald, and I will add that to this to give it 50% more durability, and so on. But that shouldn't be too big of a deal. Alright, now I have done a little bit of scouting around, and out that way, where you see the waypoint labeled Thaumatorium, is... hello. There we go. That's where I'm going to be setting this thing up. So I'm going to fly on out there, and we'll catch you there. Alright. Just now getting in here. This is a magical forest biome. It's one that Thaumcraft adds in. And I thought this was a perfectly ideal place to set up the Thaumatorium, because there is a fair number of silverwood trees here, and as well as the greatwood, and a lot of these trees have these mana beans on them, and I'm going to want to be farming those sort of reasonably soonish. So I think the thing to do here is to get out the logger. If I can manage to click properly, and start flattening some of this stuff out. And let's turn that hover mode off while I'm trying to stay on the ground. Yeah, this is handy. Alright. Okay, I'm just going to clear a bunch of this area out here, and I think this area right here, I'm going to level it off into a plateau where the building will be, and then start to lay out a bit of foundation and start figuring out just exactly what this place is going to end up looking like. I'm working with just stone as a construction material for right now. I will concern myself with pretty later on after I have a better idea of what function is going to be like. I don't quite think I have enough cleared space here, but there's enough to get started and get a little something down to give myself an idea how much space I'm going to need here. Okay, I made up one of these building guides, and this thing is actually pretty cool. So I'm going to pop it down right here. I think that's roughly in the center of the place. You need a redstone signal on it to make the thing visible, and no, it's not going to be a dome, so alright. Break it. Try it again. Cylinder mode, cuboid, dome, triangle, pentagon. There you go. Alright. Make this thing bigger. Let's run the size out there quite a bit more. I'm actually thinking about a 40 block pentagon. Let's have a look. Yeah, there is a lot more terrain to clear and level, but now I got a good idea of exactly what needs to be cleared and leveled and so on. Alright, great. I'm going to leave this thing here and start clearing and leveling some more. Let's see, where is my logger? Yeah, I was clearing an area, and I went over here, and I saw this pit down here. I went down to have a look to see what all was down there, and you know what I ran into? A wither cat. So, pro tip, when you encounter a cat down in a cave, it's probably a wither cat, and you don't want anything to do with it. Alright, taking a little while, but I got the area cleared, on the surface anyway, and leveled out pretty much, but there is still a lot of area that needs filled in. And as you can probably tell, I started doing it the worst possible way. I started going about filling it in manually. Can you believe that? Here we are on a modded pack doing all kinds of cool modded stuff, and I was ready to do this manually. Ugh. Okay, so I have determined that this needs to be where I start at, and I have a few things here. Let's see, I have a filler, I have some landmarks, redstone torch. Alright, let's pop the landmark. Well, yeah. Alright, right here, right on the side of that block. And let's drop a redstone torch there to give it a signal. And now, out this way. Whoa. What in floweration was... Oh, yay. Okay. Alright, well, it looks like this thing is not going to be able to go deep enough to do it all in one go. but that's all right. Now we'll set up over here. I'll probably have to do a second setup, or maybe do a little bit of manual, but that won't be a big deal. Okay, where is that beam? Oh, it may be short. Let's get out here and look to be sure I've got it lined up right. I know the beam doesn't have to be visible to work. It just needs to be visible to be able to see where it is. Alright, it goes to here. Alright, that's fine. Alright, now, one more dimension to this. Downward. Because there is some cave space down here. So I'm going to go down about this far, put one more. Now, get rid of the redstone torch. Right click on that. We have our box defined. Alright. And now let's break out our friend, the filler. Pop it right down here. I should probably go get those landmarks, but I'll deal with that in a bit. Alright. I have a redstone energy cell charged up just for the occasion. Just a second here. I should probably go ahead and set it up over here. Okay, that side is what it needs to be. All right. Pop that here. Okay. It's doing a big filling thing, okay? Just exactly what I needed to do. And as the sun sets, about an in-game week or more after I started this bit with the filler, most of the area that I need filled in is done. But there's a lot of it that isn't done, and so on, and it's not going to be anytime soon because I have completely, totally, absolutely run out of blocks to feed that thing. I had been feeding it all of the dirt. I started out by feeding it the dirt that I dug up and leveling the top part. And then I went back to my spawn base and down in the branch mine. I loaded up all the cobblestone I had. I loaded up even some gravel, and I got a hold of, well, I got out my hammer and I went mining with that, and the hammer's got silk touch on it, so I brought in 4 loads, full inventory, plus this slot, a grand total of 4 trips with 28 stacks of stone, and then ran out and started bringing in more cobble and more dirt that I had back there. And I've run out of everything. I've run out of anything to feed that filler. So I think it's past time to do something about obtaining more resources, both for finishing the filler job and also for building the structure and getting going with stuff that needs to go in it. So I'm going to take advantage of this link book. I got a pretty good link book here. I managed to get a intra-linking panel in the Hermitcraft thing. You know, you add a little bit of gold, pulverized gold into the ink mixer, and you have a chance of getting other kinds of link panels. And I did a few of them, and I got a intra-linking panel, so I can just use the book to get back here now, which is a whole lot better than having to fly both ways. And I am going to put together something to do some quarrying and get a quarry operational. All right. Took me a little while to get all things ready and whatnot, but let's head off into the quarry age. All right, let's have a look around here. All right, we have a quarry there. We have another one over here. So I think what I'm going to do is just head over here to the other side of this one. And what I've got is the same thing that's right here. It's a Buildcraft quarry. It's not as high-tech, high-end as a Ender quarry, but I can make the Buildcraft machine right now. All right, let's see. Let's go ahead and pop that down here. Give it a redstone signal. And get the other two markers in place. And then just do the basic 64 by 64. Cut all this down. And start setting up to get a lot of material coming in. Alright, get rid of that. Alright, we're good. Okay, set down the quarry. Okay, let's see. Redstone energy cell to power it. And I seem to remember there is a little bit of a problem with the Buildcraft quarry accepting power directly from that, so energy conduit should do the trick. Let's have it require a redstone signal of high. Set the output to 80 RF per tick, which is what this Stirling generator can produce. And let's see. We'll throw a chest on top of that. There. I'll just throw my charcoal in there. And let's beef this up with an octatic capacitor. Alright, there should be power flowing in. Okay, is that right? No, it isn't. Well, it's a good thing I brought the conduit. Configure this side as an input. Now it's working. Okay. It's kludgy, but it'll work. Alright, now. Also made up some item conduit. I hope that'll connect. Okay, yet a wrench. Okay, that's not connecting to that thing. Okay. Alright, we'll use a buffer chest. Put stuff on that. Conduit will hook up to that. I have some barrels here. Let's see, I also have a bunch of iron chests. What I'm going to do is start feeding stuff into this first chest, and then I will use that to figure out what needs to go into the barrels and arrange the routing. Let's see. I didn't even look at the chunk loading. Chunks here. Oh. I'm gonna tear this whole setup down and move it back a couple of blocks so that the quarry and the chests and the power supply are all in the same chunk. Oh, wait a minute. Just have to have it on this side of the green border here. Alright, I'll rearrange it another way. Be right back. Alright, got it set up. And it's all just nicely in the same chunk as the quarry, so it will continue operating without having to build a chunk loader. Generator, power comes out, goes into this energy cell, and then energy cell feeds the quarry. Energy cell is requiring a signal of high, so all I have to do is turn the switch on, and the quarry is going. Alright, now what I'm going to do, I've got some item filters. Basic item filters, and I'm going to use that to see to it that the coal that this thing digs up goes into this chest up here, which will feed the generator. Of course, it'll be a little while before the thing starts to generate any, but I'm hoping there's enough charcoal in there to keep it going. Plus, the energy cell does have 600, a little over 6 million RF in it, so that should keep it going for quite a bit. I'm going to just kind of hang out here and oversee this thing starting up, and I'll check in. Alrighty, quarry is running good, and after a couple of hours it's produced a fair bit of stuff. I don't know what's wrong with this barrel. It got like 4096 items in it, but it's graphically kind of weirded out here. The rest of them are working normally. I have upgraded several of these barrels to certain degrees to ensure that there's enough room to hold all this stuff. And I removed the energy cell after it was drained, because this thing is never going to be able to charge it all by itself. Not with this thing drawing 80 RF per tick, or however much it's willing to draw. I don't know, honestly. There's enough coal in here to keep it going for quite a while. There is more coal in the surface there to be in the quarry to be found, of course. And I've set it up. Let's see. Okay, right here. Stuff gets extracted, and I should probably have a filter on there, blacklisting coal from getting extracted. And here I've got filters that blacklist these items to prevent them from going into the chest, and it's the same all the way down the line here. Those things go in the various barrels. So why is coal? Okay. Yes, I need to put the filter here to blacklist that from extraction. Okay. So we put a filter and we put coal in there and we say that is a blacklisted item. Ignore metadata, and there. No more coal should end up anywhere except up here, because up here there is a filter. We want the down. No, there isn't a filter. It must be up here. Yes. Up here we have a filter that whitelists coal into this chest. And so the coal comes out of here, goes up there. Everything else goes out that way. And I'm thinking, take this filter. And we want the down. And we put this filter here. Blacklist coal. No, whitelist coal. This one blacklists it. That one whitelists it. There we go. Get that out of there. Yeah, throw the coal in here. It should end up here. Let's just make sure it hasn't shown up anywhere else. Okay, we're looking good here. So my shortage of raw materials for building that area up is no longer an issue. And I've already pulled a fair amount of iron and copper out of here, and there's a lot more to come, along with plenty of other goodies. And so, I've been taking the copper and iron back to process because I've been running so short of it lately. I'm going to end up making a few more upgrades for these barrels and whatnot. Probably upgrade at least a few of these chests to diamond, and the rest of them to gold, and so on. And given that this thing is going to be running at 80 RF per tick because of that generator, I don't think I'm going to be doing very much more today, just simply because this thing is going to take a while to develop enough of the right resources to be doing a whole lot of things. So that means in the next episode I will be doing more Thaumcraft research. Watch for it later today. Thanks for watching. Take it easy. I'm out of here.